Okay, I'm going to show you some animation techniques in Cinema 4D. So far we've been making images, but we haven't moved them around yet, so let's look at that. There's actually more than one way to do it, and I want to show you the simplest way first. So I'm just going to make a simple little cube here. I'm going to resize it a little bit to make it just a little bit smaller here. And I'm going to be moving it around on the different axes here. So if you look down below here, you'll notice we have a timeline. It goes from 0 here to 90. Now, what we're talking about here are frames, right? Frames in time, like in photography or film. And you're looking at about 30 frames making up 1 second of time. So you can see we have about 3 seconds of animation here. You can always change the number here to whatever number you like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all make sure I'm at the very beginning of the timeline by clicking here on the Go to Start button. There I am. You can see a little purple square shows I'm at frame 0. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is to look down here at these buttons. Now this first red button here, it says Record Active Objects. So this records the position or scale or rotation of the object itself. So I'm going to click on that, and notice when I click, you'll notice that there was a little gray bar that suddenly appeared here. This is what's called a keyframe. It shows that this frame has been captured. It's captured the position of this particular object right there. So that's frame 0. Now what we have to do to make an animation, we have to have time, right? So I'm going to click, say, 10 frames down. I'm going to click to move down the timeline. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my object. So I'm in the Move tool here, right? So I'm just going to move it along the X. Now, once I've moved it, I have to record the position or I'll lose it, right? So I hit the record button again, and notice there's suddenly this kind of light blue line here. This shows that the motion has been recorded. Now, I'm just going to repeat this. I'm going to skip down to about frame 20, click down frame 20, and this time I'm going to move it on the Z. I'm going to go backwards here, and then I'm going to record the position. There it goes, another thin light blue line. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to around frame 30. I'm going to click here in the timeline. I'll move on the X again to go back around here, record my position. I'm going to do that one more time. I'll go down the timeline to around frame 40, and I will move along the Z to move back to where we started from and record the position. Now, I'm going to rewind my movie, click to the beginning, and I'm going to hit the space bar to play. Oh, look, there we go. It's going all the way around. And that is a very, very simple way to start animation, right? To get used to this, using this particular button. I think it's a good way to just kind of get your feet wet with it.